let's settle in. Let's just find a rhythm of breath. Let's just find a moment of pause, and let's just bask in this present moment awareness that we're able to find. So you can allow the eyes to close. You can keep them open. You can look to one spot that works for you, but just find a slow, deep inhale. And then ever so gently, let that breath go. And then a slow, deep inhale. And again, ever so gently, let it go. One more breath in. And a breath out. And as we've paused today, and as we've hit that reset button and tried to shift our intention and our focus for just a moment, I want to share with you a quote from Gandhi that I've been sharing in my classes the last few days, and it's just really resonating with me. It really is a reminder about the kinds of things that I allow in. And after coming off many days on retreat, kind of pulled away from the busy, noisy world, I've been very protective of the way that I re-enter my schedule. Yes, I still showed up for work yesterday. I did all the things, but I was very aware of what I was allowing into my energy. I had worked so hard for so many days to just cultivate this energy of calm, of letting go, of really being in sync with nature. And I'm not willing to let that go just because I have to come back to work and I have to do all the things that we do in our normal life. And some of you may be thinking that just sounds impossible. When you're on retreat, it's just so much easier. The distractions are less. But what if we could learn to live that way all the time? If we could take that mindset, that sense of ease in our spirit, and we bring it with us to our everyday life. And so since Saturday night, as I arrived home, I've really been focused on that. And I will tell you, it feels amazing. And it is doable. Gandhi said, and I'm going to paraphrase, I'm not going to let anyone that has dirty feet walk around in my mind. And so what he was saying is it's this idea that there are footprints happening in our thoughts and in our mind all the time. We let people into our space. We let people into our focus, our attention, our energy kind of field around us. And we have two choices. Just let in whoever comes. Just read whatever social media posts. Just get drawn into the comments. Let's just sit and get pulled into the newscast. Let's sit at that conversation at the office that turns negative and gossipy. We have choices. Just let it come. Let it carry us away. Those are the dirty feet that Gandhi's talking about. Or we can mindfully choose the kind of footprints, the kind of folks that we let walk around in our head. We're going to interact with the world. We're going to have conversations. We're going to see things because we're part of this beautiful living thing called humanity. But couldn't we be selective about the kind of footprints that we allow in our minds? And he said, if they are dirty footprints, they will not come in. And so I've really thought these last few days as I've come back from retreat, that's how I want to live. I intentionally went away. I intentionally led folks through these experiences across these days, and I intentionally disconnected. I didn't check work email. I didn't engage with things that are part of my normal kind of being so that I could really develop this feeling of being one with nature. And then I wanted to take that feeling back home with me. I didn't want it to be an 8-day experience in another country. I wanted it to be a way of life. And so I'm really using this quote from Gandhi to guide me in doing that. I still listen to the conversations and I don't react. I decide when it's time for me to move on. I decide when I need to close that web page or maybe unfollow that site, because those footprints are leaving kind of a dirty mark in my head, and I don't want that. I work too hard. I'm too intentional about the other that I'm not willing to just make the choice of Whatever comes, comes. I choose. And I would tell you that no matter where you live and with whom you work and what you interact with each day, it is possible. I've only been home for 3 days now, but they've been 3 consistent days of having footprints across my mind that I've chosen to be there, that align with how I want to be, who I want to be, and how I want to show up. And you don't have to go on retreat in Mexico to do that. You do it right here. You pause, you reset, and you make a choice that for the next few minutes, I want the footprints going across my thoughts that heal, that help, that build up. And then when the next few minutes come, you choose it again. And so over the coming days and weeks, we're going to come back to this again and again because I think we need reminders. We need checks. We need reminders about it. And I want to serve as a source of encouragement. I also want to serve as a source of someone who's really trying hard to live it out every single day. Letting you know that not only is it possible, eventually I believe it can become our default way of being. So as we prepare to re-enter that activity of this day, just keep watch on what kind of footprints are walking around in your head. Are their feet clean or are their feet dirty? Whose do you choose? Namaste, friends. All right.